-an, and using the plugin's configured settings, we've logged in SSH to the box and we know it's a Linux box. And you can see some other, it logged in as the user root and it logged into that IP. And if I look in the settings for the plugin, you can see in the dev settings it has the user root and it has the key, an IP, the port, and it's got this particular, the plugin can be configured to run a restricted set of commands. So this particular setup says it can only run this command. And if I left that blank, you could run any command. But for security reasons, I want to have a specified list of commands that can be run. There's other ways to do that. You can do that on your Linux machine as well and configure your SSH to run your SSH user to be able to run certain commands. But this is another way. I'd use both personally. So one thing that is really tricky is to get the certificate set up. The first thing I would do if I was trying to get this running is I would first just use a username and password. And if you can't log in with the username and password, and then something's probably wrong with your username and password. And if you can't SSH into the machine, that's the first thing to set up. Then one sort of quirk of the plugin is you've just got to get the certificate right. You know, there's no kind of half right or not right. So I follow these instructions. The way I get my certificates sorted is I use these DigitalOcean instructions, and I don't follow the manual one. I'm on a Mac, so I just do, if I was on an Ubuntu machine or any Linux machine or a Mac, I can just run this command here, SSH copy ID, and having got that, then I can go into my directory on my machine, and here's my local directory, that's .ssh, so it's a hidden directory, and then I can find my private key in here, IDRSA. I carefully cut and paste that out. I use Sublime. If I just undo this, so this is the certificate needs to have the line breaks converted to a character, and the way I do it is in Sublime, and I go, if I just undo what I just did, this is what I would have pasted in from my console, and I can see there's a line break here, and if I go into Sublime and I go replace, and I just lift this up a little bit so you can see this, and I've turned this on so it's rejects, and I say find \n, which is the control character for a line break, and I replace with \n. If I do that, it converts it into this, and this is the correct format. And then I take that and I stick that into the plugin here, into here, and obviously, and I need to have the right user. So this certificate was created for the Unix user called root, and I need this to be correct. And having all that in place, it just works. So let's make another. I'm making the command I'm going to allow just to let's prove it. What would be good? If I do users on the machine, I'll do say tail -f because I'm logging as root here. Log syslog. I'll do a tail -10 because that's follow. Right, so if I go, I'll just take that, come in here. So it's just to prove that it's actually running. So come back up here. The command I'm going to run is this. And you can see I'm logged into that machine and I'm tailing syslog. follow probably wouldn't work because of this is not, these obviously aren't streams, these are text fields, and so there you go, that's a sort of walkthrough of getting it running.